10 years ago, when we heard of the possibility of AI replacing human call centers, we would usually scoff at the idea, saying people would always want to talk to a real person. Nobody would want to talk to a robot. But that was 10 years ago, and things have changed. Little did we know that AI could sound like this.
I genuinely apologize for that oversight, Tabitha. It looks like there was a breakdown in our communication process, and we're working to ensure this doesn't happen again.
And carry a conversation about literally anything. Granted, it is far from perfect, but I think it's safe to say at this point that the only direction it's heading is up. It'll only keep getting better, smarter, and more sophisticated. So here's my take about whether or not AI is going to take over the call center industry. Number one, AI responses are robotic and scripted. With this, I disagree. The classic robotic voice,
"It is a pleasure to serve you,"
is now a thing of the past. AI voice is becoming more and more similar to human voice, to the point that some people cannot even tell the difference if they are not informed beforehand. About sounding scripted, in my opinion, AI does not sound any more scripted than traditional human call centers. They now have the ability to switch tones from direct to subtle, from formal to casual. You feed it a single statement and it can express it in different flavors, whereas it would take a verbally skillful human to have this language flexibility. Number two, machines are too impersonal. People want that human connection. With this, I agree, at the same time disagree. And that depends on the nature of the call. There are calls where the inquiries are simple and straightforward. We call these transactional calls. With this type of call, there's no real need for empathy or detailed explanations or human engagement beyond providing the basic information. An example of this is checking the status of an unproblematic order or asking about the operating hours. They're mechanical, quick, and repetitive. The customers are not upset. The inquiry is straightforward. They just want to grab the information and go. Transactional calls, I think, will no doubt be taken over by AI. They're just too basic and too simple not to. But there's another type of call where human connection is so very crucial and probably irreplaceable: relational calls. Relational calls involve problem solving, empathy, and personalized service because the customer's issue is nuanced, emotionally loaded, or requires guidance beyond standard procedures. And I think this is something that AI cannot penetrate because an AI cannot technically empathize in the real sense of the word because it doesn't feel emotions. There's an aspect of customer service where human presence is unconditionally needed, irreplaceable. For example, venting. It just won't feel satisfying if you know that the one listening is an AI and not a human being, because you know that AI will never feel what frustration feels like. Even if AI can probably perfect the tones, the voice, the fact that you know an AI is listening to you and not a human, it wouldn't feel authentic. But you might say, but what if they can just deceive the customers, tell them that they're talking to a human? For now, maybe that is possible. Companies could do that, but there will come a time, I think, where regulations and disclosures will be heavily imposed. Customers would need to be informed that they're going to be talking to an AI. This call is recorded for quality purposes. There would probably be another statement there letting them know that they're going to be talking to an AI. And if the customers know that they're talking to an AI and they want to vent, the process will feel unsatisfying, therefore demanding a human presence. Number three, AI can't pick up on little things that make a conversation real. This is true. They might simulate it, they might be taught to respond to it, but there will probably be times when they would be at a loss and they would be quite obvious. But this might change in the future. One can never tell. There are AI created to read facial expressions in a job interview. There was a company that contacted me by email, letting me know about their product to automate job interviews. So instead of an HR person sitting before an applicant, it would be a deep fake sort of AI's face facing the candidate, asking him or her questions, and the AI would analyze not only the answers, but also the facial expressions and the pauses. It might not be able to feel emotions, but it could detect some other ways, which leads me to think of AI not only infiltrating the call center industry, but also all industries. If AI can now conduct job interviews and read body language, read facial expressions, wouldn't this threaten, for example, HR jobs, some aspects of it at least? If AI can now emulate art, create photographs out of, well, not out of thin air because it has its own data, but wouldn't this threaten photographers, artists, videographers? In fact, AI is now affecting copywriters. So this is to say that it's not just us call center agents, it's everyone. So what will happen now? There will be a shift, and actually this shift is already happening. I know of a company that fired all its sales agents to replace them with an AI software to do outbound calls. Whether or not that AI software is doing a better job, I don't know, but I've seen videos of AI software doing outbound calls. Some discerning customers were still able to identify that they were AI, but not all of them. But I think it's still safe to assume that they will only get better. If this comment is true, AI already took our jobs, and clients are now using AI as quality assurance analysts. Heartbreaking. Will AI really replace call centers? In my opinion, probably not completely, but it will for sure disrupt. It will take over the straightforward tasks, the simple task, and make room only for the complex ones. As to how many jobs it will lay off, that is still unknown. Now let's talk about the effects, both positive and negative. And let's start with the positive because I think we could really use it in this video. So the expected positive effect is that new jobs will be created. It sounds contradictory, but let me explain. Some experts believe that while old jobs will be obsolete, new ones will emerge. The reasoning is that technological advancements in the past, this being not the first, did not completely eliminate jobs, but rather changed them. For example, during the Industrial Revolution in the late 18th century, when people shifted from making things by hand to using machines. During this period, people feared that machines would completely replace human labor and cause mass unemployment. Did it happen? Not exactly. While some jobs were indeed lost, new ones emerged. In fact, businesses needed even more people to run, maintain, and fix the machines, which created a demand for skilled workers. Another example is the Information Revolution in the late 20th century, which was when people started shifting from the analog method of sharing and managing information into using computers and the internet. Prior to the Information Revolution, people were sharing information through newspapers, writing letters, and in-person meetings. Post-Information Revolution, emails, social media, and online platforms sprouted, which then created jobs in tech like programming, digital marketing, and data analysis. The fact that we can now work from home and earn money from home is thanks to the information revolution. And in the case of AI, it will probably lead to new roles such as AI training, maintenance and development, even industries that do not exist for now, but will in the future because of AI. And hopefully, new industries mean new jobs. Another effect that I think is not so pleasant, though, is the fact that it will raise the bar of standards. Advanced skills it will be expected for every position hired, which will benefit the company, but I'm not sure for employees. I know there are people who just don't have the incessant desire to compete. They just go to work because they need to earn a living. As much as possible, they don't want to bother with extras, to upskill because that requires more time, resources, and money. This rise of AI will force them to develop new skills to avoid becoming obsolete. Although I know that there are people who are naturally gifted with a competent temperament and the right intellect, this will also be hard for them, but they will eventually thrive and they will be able to adjust. But who knows, maybe the new jobs that will emerge due to AI won't exactly all be hard and taxing. Maybe some of them will just be basic. It's not all bleak though. I wouldn't want you to give up hope and just say, okay, it's all anarchy from this point on. There will be regulations for sure. For now, it's all very vague. Companies can get away with anything, but eventually and hopefully very soon, governments will be able to regulate this. This is very tricky because this is a really new, powerful, scary technology. There will probably be regulations on how much AI a company can use, and then there will be violators. So the regulators will have to use AI to fight another company's AI. So it's going to be a battle of AI. But if that does not make you feel better, just think about it. if all companies will fire all their employees and replace with AI, who will buy their products if the consumers are all out of jobs? There's every motivation to regulate this into a workable level, not only for the companies, but also for the customers and the employees. Just trust that there will be balancing forces to mitigate this disruption. As to what those will be, I have no idea. We are yet to see. But in a perfect world, the Philippine government would focus their efforts on making sure that the BPO workers of the country are already upskilling, diversifying their skills, as well as learning AI related skills. I hope they're already doing this. I hope this is already happening. I would advise against irrationally fearing AI and avoiding it altogether, whether you're an employee, a freelancer, or a business owner, because the future will definitely integrate AI into it. Do not avoid it, just understand it, learn how it works so you know how to benefit from it. It's just too good of a technology to pass up, so we need to catch up. And that means working with it, not without it. All right, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Bye.